Hey guys, welcome back to another review video. Today I have my latest investment of the RC radio transmitter. It is a high-end radio transmitter made by Flysky, and it is the Noble NB4 Pro Plus. Previously, Flysky has already released the Noble NB4 as well as the NB4 Pro, and the latest released, they have the Noble NB4 Plus and the NB4 Pro Plus. So this one is considered the best RC radio that have ever released by Flysky, and I'm lucky enough to be getting my hand on one of these as my latest investment. The reason why I have purchased this radio transmitter is not because my previous radio transmitters are not good enough, but it's just that different radio transmitter, they have different purposes. Some of them might be good for your mini crawlers, some of them might be good for your 1 to 10 scale crawlers, some of them might be for touring cars and buggies, etc. And I found my majority of my radio transmitter, they are okay. You could use them to run touring car or any racing cars, such as buggies, but some of them I do find that they do have a very, very slight delay, especially when I was using my own radio transmitter. And then when I drive the same vehicle from my friends with their own high-end radio transmitter, I could really feel the slight delay in the radio signal or the response from the touring car. So that's the reason why I have decided to invest in one of the high-end radio transmitter. I mean, talking about high-end, obviously we have the Futaba and as well as the M17S, which is the latest one made by Sanwa. So Futaba and Sanwa, they are pretty much up there in terms of high-end radio transmitter. But recently, Flysky has also released their own version of the high-end radio transmitter, which is the Noble NB4 Pro Plus. So I hope you guys will enjoy the video, and if you guys are in the market in looking for a high-end radio transmitter, but you are also a little bit worried about the budget in terms of buying the receiver, obviously if you spend £500-700 buying the Sanwa M17S or the high-end Futaba radio transmitter, you will be looking at spending another £70-80 on their individual receiver as well. Whereas the Flysky Noble NB4 Pro Plus is marketed for around £400, and this specific radio transmitter, the NB4 Pro Plus, is come with its own receiver or receivers. I think there might be two. I haven't unboxed it yet, so I don't know for sure, but this is what I've been told. I think it comes with two, and to buy the receiver, it is nowhere near as expensive comparing to the Futaba or the Sanwa receivers. So that's the main reason why I have decided to purchase this and not the Futaba or Sanwa. So without further ado, we will do the unboxing together. So very quickly, when I received the RC transmitter, it comes with a kind of shipping box, which is just a standard brown box. It's nothing special. When you unbox it, you will see this kind of Flysky's own shipping cardboard box. It has a really nice Noble NB4 Pro Plus label printed. It's got the hologram as well, and it's on the side as well. It's very nicely done. And on the top, you have the handle. You have the label depicting this is the NB4 Pro Plus. Sorry, the label is upside down. And EN means this is the English version. And from doing a bit of research, I figured out the Flysky Noble NB4 Pro Plus comes with two versions. One is with the English software, and the other one is labeled as CN, which is the Chinese version, and that is the what do you call it, the simplified Chinese rather than traditional Chinese version. And if you find the CN version and you are a non-Chinese speaker, let's say, then be aware, because you cannot convert the Chinese language back to English. Unfortunately, you can't do a software update as such to change the language back to English or your preferred language. So it's either English or the simplified Chinese. So be aware of which version you are buying from your hobby store or from online. Make sure you ask for the version of the language. And then on the underside is just some disclaimer. You can take a look if you want. So let's unbox this, shall we? Oops. Okay, so let's pull out this very nice briefcase, and I'll have this box sit in the background. Don't think it will stay, but anyway, let me try. Here will work. So with this briefcase, it's very sturdy. Straight away you can see the carbon fiber pattern on the case surface, and I can tell you that, or you can see it for yourself, that is just printed carbon fiber effect. So it's just texture carbon, it's not real carbon, even though if they decided to put real carbon fiber, I don't think it would be that expensive to manufacture. But anyway, so you have the Flysky logo on one side, and then you have the hinges at the bottom. Everything is metal. You have the 4 studs for you to rest this case nicely on the ground or on the table. And on the top side you have the handle, you have the kind of locking mechanism. Don't know if it's the real lock, I haven't seen the key yet. And here you have the kind of monogram with the QR code that you could scratch off to check online whether the radio transmitter is a genuine one manufactured by Flysky. But this is just to show you, and that is the unique serial number there as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the inside. Oh, just notice there's also 4 other footing on the side as well, so you can rest that nicely on your table or on the ground. Okay, so unlock the locking mechanism, and voila, it's got a nice foam to protect the radio transmitter, nice and squidgy. And then you can see the radio transmitter there, as well as a paper box, which I will show you just a sec. I still haven't seen any keys as such for the locking mechanism. Maybe that is just for decoration. So let's take a look at the transmitter itself. Ooh, it's nicely fitted to the base. Here we go. So this is the radio transmitter. It's got a screen protector as well. Comes with a clamp for your mobile phone. And here you have the scratched off monogram sticker to check whether it's a genuine Flysky product. Looks pretty cool. Looks like a pistol. The spring mechanism, it feels nice and smooth as well. Very nice. The majority of the transmitter handle, or the grip handle, is made out of molded plastic. This bit feels a little bit softer and it's got nice texture on them, which is nice. The bottom bracket, that is metal. It's nice and shiny. It's cold as well. These buttons, so a click button, the dial, sorry, that's the dial, and then you have these rollers. They are replicated onto the other side as well, same as that. So that is for to suit whether you are a left-handed or right-handed. I mean, I'm not left-handed, but I normally hold my transmitter with my left hand and I turn the steering wheel with my right. And with this one, the Noble NB4 Pro Plus, you could swing the steering wheel onto this side if you are like myself, who likes to hold the transmitter with the left hand, or if you would like, you could swing this to the other side and you can hold it with your right hand and steer with your left, which is very, very clever. And on this, you can see there's also different degree marking, so you can set your own preference. And then if you lend it to someone to try, they might want to adjust the angle. And when you get the transmitter back, you could quickly readjust the angle that you preferred. The hinge is actually fairly tight, so it's not that easy to move the angle of the steering wheel when you are driving. It's quite hard to turn this mechanism. It's actually a lot tighter than I thought. I mean, I've seen some other review video of this NB4 Pro Plus transmitter, and it looked like, you know, people could easily swing it from left to right, but in reality, it is actually quite tight to turn. It is not that easy to move around, so that's a good point. I did worry a little bit that the steering wheel might shift slightly as I was driving, but that won't be the case. I can tell you that now. So what else? So you've got that bottom bracket, which is made out of metal. The trigger, let me have a feel. This front bit, it feels cold. So I think the silver bit, or the gunmetal color one, that is aluminium or some sort. The actual trigger is plastic, you can tell. And pretty much the upper part of the transmitter, including the bracket here and the backing of this is all aluminium. And the wheel itself is also aluminium. It's nice and cold. It's got some nice detailing on the wheels as well. What does it say? Touching infinity. It's very nice. The brake disc is chrome, it's very shiny, and the brake rotor or the brake caliper is also in a metallic red color. Very cool. I'm not sure if I would like to keep that in there. It looks nice, but I kind of like my transmitter to look as stealth as possible, so I might remove the brake disc and the brake rotor when I start using this. I haven't decided yet. So the bracket of the screen is surrounded with aluminium casing. It's all very nice, very sturdy. Super cool. And it doesn't feel too heavy like this. It feels solid, and it definitely feels very high quality compared to all of my other radio transmitter, including the Spectrum DX5 rugged. That one feels very plasticky in your hand. If you have that, then you will know exactly what I mean. And then the other one that I have reviewed recently, which is the Dumble RC DDF350. That one feels very nice in hand as well, but it lacks the aluminium features on the transmitter. So the DDF350 Dumble RC transmitter is a very nice radio transmitter. The shape is very, very good, but it just lacks the extra features to show the quality on that radio transmitter. But that doesn't mean the Dumble RC transmitter is not a good radio transmitter. That is a very, very good transmitter, especially for the rock crawlers. You can mix the channels and you have a very good range for that DDF350 transmitter for your rock crawlers. If you are planning to do long distance speed run with a race car or a buggy, then maybe the Dumble RC DDF350 might not be the right option for you. Definitely that transmitter is more for rock crawlers, where you can, you keep the rock crawler closer to you, so you don't need that long distance range to keep the radio contact. Whereas this one, the Noble NB4 Pro Plus, you could use it for a greater distance for buggy or street racing cars. So I will be using this for my 1 to 10 scale touring cars, and possibly I will use this for some of my crawlers as well. I just want to test it out, even though the DX5 rugged as well as the Dumble RC DDF350 is very good for rock crawlers, as well as the Radio Link transmitter. They're all very good transmitter for rock crawlers. Just that when I do touring car race, I need a radio that gives me the faster response, so that I know I'm in full control between the transmitter and the race car. And that's the reason why I have picked this up. So moving forward, what else can I show you? The trigger, this metallic parts or aluminium parts, you could change this to a different size to match your personal preference. This backing, as I mentioned earlier, this is aluminium. It's nice and cold. All of this bracket surrounding the screen, that's aluminium. It's a very, very nice and high quality transmitter, I have to say. And what's next inside the box? So I can show you there is another wheel here, and there's another, maybe it's an insert. No, it's not. I think that's the grip, the rubber grip. Let me pull it out. So this is the steering wheel. As you can see, the quality is top notch, and the grip is in there as well, so you just fit this over the wheel. So I believe this is a slightly different size to the one that is already on the radio transmitter. Yep, the one on the right hand side is slightly larger than the one that has been factory fitted to the transmitter. So it's all down to your personal preference, whether you would like to hold a slightly bigger steering wheel or the standard one. So I will make a decision. I'll have a feel, see which one suits me better, and then I might end up swapping them. Okay, what else is in the box? So you have this round plate. I already know what that is because I've seen other review video of this transmitter. So this is basically a wireless charge plate. So you have your USB-C plugged in, and here this is pretty much like a power bank. So you could slot this to the bottom of the transmitter. Let's see if I can line them up first. Oop, a little bit more difficult than I thought. Bear with me, guys. Here we go. Now that's on. So obviously, this being a power bank, it will add some weight to the overall transmitter, but it still feels very nice, very solid in my hand. And if you don't feel like holding the extra weight at the bottom, so you could always just remove this. I think it's just a slot. Or do I have to press a button? I have no idea. Let me try. Right, you just pull back to dislodge the power bank, and you could just use the radio transmitter like this. Inside here, inside the grip, there is actually a rechargeable battery built in, which I'm pretty sure you could pull back the grip and then you could get access to the battery, but I won't be showing that in this video. I would like to test it out just to have a play around of the radio, check the functions before I would, try to explore further. This one is more of a unboxing video to show you what to expect inside the casing of the Noble NB4 Pro Plus. So you could use the transmitter on its own, or you could slot and attach the power bank at the bottom. And going back to the rechargeable plate, so basically having the rechargeable plate plugged in to the USB-C plug, and here I could see there is a LED, so I'm pretty sure it will light up once it is in charging mode. So you could either fit this power bank directly on top of this wireless charging plate, and it would charge up the power bank, let's say. Or if you decide to have this attached to the transmitter, you can actually sit this transmitter on top of the charging plate. That will also charge up the power bank as well. And if I'm not mistaken, when you charge up the power bank and have this connected to the radio transmitter, you press the on-off button to enable it, then the power bank will recharge the battery inside the grip as well. So the battery will go from here into this battery inside the grip, which is very clever. So it's entirely up to you whether you want to charge the power bank on its own like this, or have this attached like that, and you sit the entire transmitter on the charging plate and it will charge up the battery. Very, very cool. And here you can see the power bank. You can plug it directly with the USB-C plug to charge up the power bank without using the wireless plate as well. So it's entirely up to you how you would like to recharge the power bank. My thought is using the direct USB-C plug to recharge the power bank would be quicker than using the wireless charger. Just guessing. I'll test it out later on. And here you can see the standard USB-C plug. So that means you could use this as a normal power bank to power up or recharge your camera or your cell phone. So I think that's a very, very good feature that you will find on the NB4 Pro Plus. Definitely this feature is not available for the normal NB4 or the NB4 Plus, but the NB4 Pro might have that features. I'm not entirely sure. You will have to check online. But I think this is a very, very good idea. Having the ability to remove the power bank to save weight, and also you could use it to recharge the battery inside the grip as well as using it as a normal power bank. It's very, very cool. So I'll put that charging plate back in, as well as the power bank going back there. Next I will show you what's inside this box. Let's see if I could get it out without tipping the whole thing upside down. So everything is fit quite tight. Right, I think I might be able to, there you go. Right, you have got this black box, and I just found out there's 2 keys hiding at the bottom of this tray, and it must be for this locking mechanism. Yep, it is, even though it's not a very secure key, but you do get a set of key for the front locking mechanism, which is cool. I won't be locking mine for sure. If someone wanted to steal it, they can easily break the case open. So this is more for decoration purposes. Right, coming back to the box, let's see what's inside. Oh, right, what do we have here? So you have a tray of accessories. There's an Allen key here. Actually, there's multiple of them. I think there might be 2 or 3. And then you have the triggers. So it looks like, let me just open it. Right, what do we have here? So there are two different sizes of Allen keys, and then you have the different length of triggers. This one is a different color for some reason. I just want to see what that is. So this one is plastic. As you can see the molding and the simp line. So this one is plastic, and the other 2, these are nice and cold. They are aluminium, so you could change the outer trigger bit to different length. So this, I think it's got an M on it. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. So I think that's the medium size. And then on here, you can see there's S. So that's the small one, and the L, which is the large one. Here, oops, I just dropped the Allen key. So here you have 2 dials. So you could easily swap this onto the left and right side. So this one, I think it gives you kind of like a 3-way of throw. Let me test out the other way. Hang on. Trying to do everything by one hand is never easy. So this one is 3-way again. And these one, you could just adjust them like normal dials. Right, the Allen key, they just want to escape, so I'll just leave them out for now. And what else? You have got another screw pins here. I don't know what that is for as yet. Okay, I believe. So you've got a screw and a nut here. So they will go onto the hinge right here. So you've got the nut and the screw. So I think if you decide not to use the phone clamp, you could use the other adapter here and maybe mount your GoPro. So you need that if you want to mount your GoPro. And this, there's another 2 drop screws inside. I know exactly what that is because I've seen other video. So that round kind of plastic adapter is for inside the steering wheel. I think that would limit the amount of throw you have, like how much you could turn or steer left and how much you could steer right. I think that is the steering limiter. And this very nice and shiny bracket, again, this is aluminium. That is for replacing that bracket if you don't want to use one with the mounting accessories. It's very cool. And then what's next? Let me just put this Allen keys back in. Okay, that's out. So next we have receivers. So here you can see the FGR4B receiver. So you can see the yellow label on the actual receiver as well as on the paper. Very cool. And it has 1 antenna coming out. And then you have got those extra pins for, I think this is for the telemetry. And some installing instruction. So that's receiver 1. And then here, that is the receiver 2, which is the FGR8B. And also written here on the piece of paper. And again, it comes with a single antenna with the extra connector for the telemetry. And looking at this, I think 4B, it means is 4-channel, and this one is a 8-channel. So this is more suited for a touring car or buggy, and the 8-channel is more suitable for rock crawlers. So you can plug in, well, apart from the steering and the trigger for acceleration and reverse, you also have maybe a winch, maybe the diff lock, the 2-speed transmission, as well as some extra slot for you to plug in your lighting kit. It's very cool. So it comes with a small and a medium-sized receiver, which is perfect. Next, you have this bag. You can see it's got a standard USB plugged on one side, and the other side is a USB-C. So that's for charging the power bank, or you could plug it to the wireless charging base. And then this is the extra grip. Oh, this one is nice. So the one that came with the transmitter only have a very fine texture on it, and I thought it is soft. It's not. This is molded plastic, so it's actually quite hard and firm, whereas the spare one, this one has the carbon texture on it. Again, it's not real carbon fiber, it's just carbon fiber texture, and this is soft rubber, and it's a higher profile than that. So if you've got bigger hand like myself, use this spare grip adapter. It's soft rubber, which is nicer already than the molded plastic, and also it sticks out further, so you get a better grip as well. So this is amazing. I really like this. I would definitely swap this out to the standard one. What's next? We have a Flysky labeled lanyard. So this is a fairly short sling. So probably just to go around your wrist instead of one that you could put around your neck. I'm not sure if I'll be using this, to be honest. If you guys want this, let me know. And then, oh, there's 2 small bags of something. So here you can see they are for the trigger or steering spring. So you have got soft and hard. So you could adjust the spring rate of the trigger as well as the steering wheel. Very nice. I think I might have to play around with the soft spring as well as the hard springs, and to test out my preference on this. I guess the one they have fitted would be the medium springs. Just a guess, I have no idea. So maybe you could make this a bit lighter by the soft spring, or a bit firmer with the hard spring, and likewise for the steering wheel. But right now I think this is very comfortable already. I might just leave that as it is. To trigger, I might try it out the harder spring, even though this is pretty good already, but I like the trigger to be a little bit firmer. But yeah, I will definitely test out these springs. But it's good that Flysky have provided these extra options for you to tailor your radio transmitter. And then here you will find 2 more of the screen protector. So there is already one installed for you, and there's 2 more new ones, so it comes with 3 screen protectors. Very generous by Flysky. And at the very bottom, oh, not yet. So there is a qualified certificate, checker, quality control 01, whoever that person may be. And the manufacturing date is 2024, November the 16th. So this is quite a recent manufactured radio transmitter by Flysky. It is actually less than 2 months old. We are in February 2025, so it's quite recent. And then you have these lovely stickers by Flysky. Very cool. And very bottom, you have this quick start guide. Might have a quick read. Probably show you how to operate this, but I'm sure we could just figure it out through the actual screen on the transmitter. It's not rocket science, I'm sure. If you have used a kind of mid-range radio transmitter before, you will have no problem figuring out how to use the radio transmitter. Yeah, just showing you all the buttons. And here you can see you could pull back the grip and you could see the battery inside the actual grip. And here is just the power bank and how to connect to the radio transmitter. Yep, and how to wireless charge. So here, that's what I mentioned earlier, you can dock the entire transmitter with the power bank attached and sit on the wireless charging plate, or you can remove the power bank and charge the power bank on its own to the wireless plate. Or the last option, which they haven't shown here in the photo, is to plug that USB-C cable directly to... Oh, I've already removed it. Never mind. I'll show you. You can plug the USB-C cable directly to here, to this port, and you can charge the power bank without the wireless plate. Okay, how to turn it on, what the LED indicator means, etc. Pages and pages of instructions, and how to replace the trigger. And here it shows you how to swap out or make adjustment to the steering wheel on the transmitter. So here it showed how to swap out the spring from the, assuming originally factory installed medium spring, and they provide you with the soft and hard version for your personal preference. What else? I think that is for setting the steering limiter, the round piece that I've shown you earlier. And I think that's it. So you have got the English menu, that the first half and the second half is all written in simplified Chinese. Or I guess there's some QR code here that you might be able to find the user menu in a different language. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys can try it. Very cool. So that's everything inside this kind of accessories box. I'm just going to put them back in very quickly. Knowing my luck, I might not be able to refit everything back in. Yeah, bit of a clamp maybe. Yeah, let's just force it in. Right, so that's that. And remember, you've got the two keys for the locking mechanism. And that's everything inside the carrying case. And obviously the main thing is the radio transmitter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video, and if you have got any questions that you would like me to find out from this quick unboxing video, then feel free to leave the comment below. I will find time to have a play around of the actual transmitter and to switch it on. I probably need to charge the battery up, and then in my next video I will do another review of the actual functionality of the transmitter, as well as any other things that I find out from playing with it. But for now, this pretty much wrapped up the unboxing video of this lovely Flysky Noble NB4 Pro Plus. Hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.